Here are some video games that I think deserve a remake. If you guys aren't familiar with how remaking video games work, basically a company takes the same video game. It's usually a pretty old video game. I mean, the most recent remake I've ever played is The Last of Us Part 1, which released only 9 years after the original. And I think it was for two reasons. One, to have, people on new platforms be able to play The Last of Us, and two, to help promote the 2023 TV show. But here are some. Now, Naughty Dog did a great job with The Last of Us Part 1, and I'm still, I picked this up and I'm replaying the game again. It's still an extraordinary game and a much better experience now that it has very great graphics, But a game that I feel like they could remake that's a bit older and would look great with modern graphics is the first Uncharted game. Because, I know they did a remaster collection with all the trilogy, but it wouldn't hurt to have, more smooth mechanics, bug fixes, basically a remaster but times 50. That's what a remake is. Now, Capcom is very known and popular for their Resident Evil remakes. So, why don't they remake one of their games, what is arguably their second most popular IP, Devil May Cry 4. Now, I feel like a lot of people didn't get the chance to play Devil May Cry 4, myself included. I'd be down for a remake of any of the Devil May Cry games. 1 through 4. That's basically what I'm going to say here. I heard 1 and 2 really aren't that good, but I heard 3 is amazing, and I didn't hear much about 4. That one seems underrated, so they should really go back and remake that one for the people who didn't get to play it like me. Now, Rockstar is currently working on a remake on Max Payne 1 and 2. I think they deserve to remake Bully. Now, I still have the original Bully downloaded on my PS5, but the game can be a little bit hard to play sometimes because it's a pretty old game, and one thing I do hate about the game is the checkpoints. If you fail a mission, you gotta restart the whole mission. Which, they're short missions, so I guess, but that can be pretty bad. So hopefully with this remake, they can give you checkpoints and that kind of stuff. But other than that, it's still a great game. And since it's not confirmed just yet, and I have been loving the Resident Evil remake so far, I hope, this one is very likely to happen, the most likely out of all of them on the list, and we're probably going to get an announcement anytime soon about a Resident Evil 5 remake. But I'm still going to put it on the list because it hasn't been announced yet. Now, this one I want to play because I believe this is the first game we get to play as Chris. I've heard great things about the character Wesker, and he's the main villain in this game. And Resident Evil 4 post-credit scene kind of kept me interested, and I've been loving these remakes, like I said, so I'll definitely pick this up. Love the franchise. But the one video game that everyone's been dying for, a game that you can't play to this day, it's not on, you can't download it on the Play Store or digitally, or it hasn't even been remastered at least. But I loved it whenever I played it. Simpsons Hit and Run. Basically a GTA-style Simpsons game. I remember playing this on the original Xbox whenever I went to a summer camp like about 4 years ago, I think it was, and they had this on there, on the original Xbox, and I played some of it, and I had a lot of fun. But with the graphic enhancement, it could really bring it back.